So basically I go over like a blockchain. What you need is a blockchain, is a trust machine. So, and then they can tokenize your assets. So whatever your valuable, so token is a representation of your valuable asset. So there's a two key points you have in mind, and that's all. And another thing, like I did like the same thing, blockchain space pattern. And then one thing that you should know about is a self-sovereign identity. So actually there is a verifying your identity is an issue in every like credit industry, or you recently there is like a, how you prove you got the COVID-19 vaccine or something like that, prove you travel, like a vaccine passport or whatever. In every world, in everyday business and everyday life, you need to verify your identity. And then blockchain is a very good mechanism to providing this separate sovereign identity through the, we call like a DID, decentralized identification. And then this is also have application in blockchain for the ESG. So I'm going to briefly talk about it. And then and here is a trend that there is a like convergence among AI blockchain. There is a lot of a benefit, and then I found it. And then here is a like a reference that I did last year is a more than 100-page report. You have how the convergence of these big technology going on, and then you will get it. And I have some demo, but I'm skip this one. I developed also combined with the AI blockchain system for like healthcare or the finance or the e-commerce space. But I'm going to then DeFi introduction. I'm not going to talk about because I had already have an intensive webinar about these DeFi's and have a very good recording and then presentation. So I'm not going to talk about this one, but so here is reference. So I will share all the information. So here is a 2 hours like intensive like introduction of the how actually the all cover all aspect of the how you can actually develop some DeFi platform for your project. So I'm going to use this information to utilizing today's topic, that how you can develop DeFi platform for ESG financing. Means that you have a very good, like for example, you have a very good ESG asset or the ESG project, and then you can finance in over the DeFi. So that's what I'm going to talk about very briefly. So I also this is all the information about like from the ESG DeFi landscape, and then and also you will see that for example, that what the current status of it, and then what's the business model, what is application, and then what is meant by the tokenization. And actually, here is one thing that funny thing was that one actually guy sent me the email message. Actually, the message through LinkedIn. He told me that he attended my webinar. Actually, it did is at the end of the February, 2 months ago. And then he got an idea from this. This one is any valuable like asset, like a real asset, like for example, the stock, from stock, or even the electric car. Here is like a solar, wind, power, whatever, like electric power, renewable energy, whether your house, you have a valuable asset, you can tokenize it and then you can make a DeFi. And actually, from my based on my this talk, actually, he launched the project. Actually, he launched a project in UK. Actually, based on this scheme that the real asset or the stock, and then can be make like a tokenized and then put it in the DeFi space to monetize it. So it's so fantastic that I did a little bit contribute to this community, that I spent a lot of time to like get a comprehensive idea and a comprehensive knowledge as I did the ESG. So I provide the information, and then some guy actually applied this to his business. Was very was good news to me. And then also I provide all the information, how you get the bonding curve. Bonding curve is means that you use token and then how you can pricing it. Is very important in the financing. The valuation is very important in any monetization. And then I gave very detail about how you can develop that scheme in the systematically. And then I also provide all the like a financial stuff like a liquidity pool, how you can develop it or whatever that, and then how you actually can make up tokens and how you can like do some governance scheme, and then how you actually develop a system based on your like money ledgers in the existing like a GitHub space. And then also how you can do like a regulation stuff in here, that how you can utilize in patent for the new patenting, and then risk management, how you can avoid like a technical, financial risk, legal risk, especially listening there was some hard issue among regulators, even in United States in SEC, or in the South Korea, in other country. This is a regulated, is a hot topic. And then I also talk about it. And here is how actually you can use AI for DeFi. So you will get information. So you don't. And then I will talk about in 5 minutes that how actually can blockchain have for ESG. First is ESG management. So for example, that blockchain platform can use waste management. Waste management is I categorize one of a hot topic, big topic in environment, in here E. So that actually that you can track like a recycled material, like a plastic package and token, and then whatever you have a good behavior, you can provide token beers to active load in recycling. So this is one example that waste management space, you can integrate blockchain for ESG management in waste management in here. And the other thing that you can use is a decentralized trading system for renewable energy. So you can increase like you can buy on demand for the energy, green energy, they call green or clean energy. And then so the renewable energy buys solar energy, for example, or you can like a carbon offsetting. So like a carbon credit, you can trade between you and then other. So with like a carbon credit as a tokenized, and then you can trade it. So this is one way you can utilize blockchain with tokenization for this renewable energy space. This is also E part here. And also here is I mentioned that the credential, you provide how you prove that this is a genuine. So tracking and measuring carbon footprint. So this is a hard issue that, like, for example, that issuing DID verified credential for oil wells, because they have a huge like a carbon footprint. So whether they are compliance within the like in the within their carbon footprint, whether they keep promising what they in their compliance, and then they will verify and they provided it is genuine. So actually I didn't talk about today, but actually here is another space, AI in the like computer vision. For example, that you can monitor the like where is a pollution or the water use, whatever, through the satellite image, the computer vision, and then using the like for example, the image processing or the segmentation and the object detection that I didn't do today, but that you can utilize the space to monitor this carbon footprint. And then blockchain space also improving corporate governance by offering greater transparency is a very, very big issue in corporate governance. So they can provide like whether actually they, for example, like greenwashing problems. So whatever the track down, whatever their statement, they put it in the blockchain. So whatever they talk about statement that they did, and then it'll be transparent and track in the whether once they put in the blockchain. So they will provide like a transparent like a ESG compliance they can provide. Or so they also like in the like for example in the S space there is a customer like a relationship is you need to be keep the customer data privacy. So they have a like a better protection privacy issue using the blockchain. And then another thing is like fulfilling social responsibility by participating blockchain for social goods programs. So this is one as I tried initiating in South Korea to gather many people to do things. And you can have some organization like a WEF or the UN. They also doing a lot of things. They want to use blockchain as a public goods. This is one way to like fulfilling social responsibility in ESG. So this is one thing that blockchain can apply in ESG management. And then final thing. So here is a concept is very simple. Once you understand what I talk about before about the whole scope of DeFi, and then how you can actually understand how you can develop platform. And then once you have that knowledge and experience, and then the idea is just very simple. Because ESG related asset means that solar power plant or wind farms or carbon credit all are related to ESG related asset. They all have value. And then our project, even the project like energy efficient digital infrastructure development project like that, whatever the unique or some valuable project related to ESG. So they are all has some, they have all their own value. So for example, they have some unique value, like for example, this is a only project done by you or something. So if they have a unique value, then you can tokenize as a non-fungible token. This is a very now is a hot topic in blockchain space because of the like a digital art is one of the good topic of NFT. And then there was a news media cover about one guy sold his digital art in the $1 million or something like that. But the application is not that limited because this is the one you have a unique value, and then you have a unique ESG like a value asset, and then you can make a non-fungible token, or you can also using the fungible token. And then once you have like a fungible token, then use as a collateral for money market. The money market is a DeFi money market that, and then you put in them, and then you can borrow money. So it's like asset-backed lending in the traditional financing space. So if you have like a finance, you need to some like a debt financing. And then this is better, like you collateralize because you still have ownership of this asset, but you tokenize it and then let them use as a collateral in the DeFi liquidity market, and then you can monetize through this fundraising or whatever. Or if you have a NFT, it's a unique one, and then you can sell directly, or you can put in also the liquidity pool, and then you can use as a collateral. And then you can tie with the bonding curve, and then you can have a price. And then in this case that you have a unique value, but you want to share your ownership with multiple bodies. So they have like a part sharing. So they have like a partly share your ownership of your like asset like in here, and then you can financing through this mechanism. So concept is very simple, but to actually develop this one, you need to have a complete understanding of how you can develop a token, and how you can make a bonding curve, how you can make a liquidity pool, and actually how you can monetize, actually how you can make other system. But anyway, so I quickly finish up everything that I want to talk about today.